Hey, we're not alone, but we have a little cat here. Probably wants out somewhere in between the meditation. So welcome in, you guys. How are you guys doing? So that's usually. And I'm Marcel. And we are a third one here. That's over here is Shawn. This over here is Shawn. Shawn is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. I'm here for the instructions, the questions, the support. If you like to join in to the meditation, we're going to first of all for 30 minutes of meditation. So 25 minutes of meditation and 5 minutes of shavasana. If you like to join into that, you can do that. Afterwards we're going for a rather special yoga lesson today. So we're going to do 108 sun salutes, or Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. If you like to join into that, feel free to join. Today usually really likes to get little pets. This morning I will let you out during the meditation at one point. I do. Yeah. So let's change the screen up here. And in the top left corner you see the instructions. So first of all, I invite you to come to a great sit, either down on a chair, up on a chair, or down on the floor. Sit up on the sitting pillow, or sit up on some books, some big books. Both are completely fine. Really try to sit up on something unless you're really used to sit on the floor already. To take care of your back. And from there you want to really sit up tall. So sit up tall. Feel the length from your sitting bones to the top of the head. Great. Next thing we want to do, we're just shifting all the focus to our inner I'm sorry. To our inhale and to our exhale. So all our focus shifting that to our inhale and your exhale. Every time you lose this connection to your inhale and your exhale, just come back to your inhale and your exhale. Every time you realize that you lost that focus there. So when you're in your thoughts, slowly and effortlessly and softly release the thoughts again. Observing the thoughts, what kind of thoughts are there? And releasing them and coming back to your inhale and your exhale. Great. Hey Swissar, how are you doing? Welcome in. We're starting with the meditation in just a little minute. We have a little cat here today. That probably wants out a little bit later, so don't be irritated when I let her out. And with that said, you're very welcome to change your sitting posture at any time. And you're also very welcome to just join in a little bit later, so you don't need to do the whole 25 minutes. And I will get you back over to Shavasana, the 5 minutes of Shavasana in the end. Fine, hope you too. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. Meows. Exactly. That's usually, she's always the one that you hear meowing in the background. And here's the proof that she's doing good. She's doing just fine. And this day she can kind of like relax in the morning. Normally she can't, but she just needs to get a little bit cozy, and she needs to get a little pets, and then she feels good. The cat's in the box again. Yeah, meditation minute. Right now, she probably will be here for around 10 minutes, I guess. And then, but right, kind of think she realizes it's about her right now. I don't know how, but yeah, she's doing good. So, guys, let's start. Let's start right here, right now, and enjoy the next 30 minutes, and we will be back a little bit later. Thank you for tuning in, Meditation Minute. I appreciate that. And thank you for tuning in, Swissar. I wish you a wonderful day whenever you tune out. If you're staying, I appreciate that as well. So, okay, ready? Let's go. No more petting. she just stood up and she wants out, I guess. Yeah, I'll let her out and we start. Let's go. Slowly, slowly. Lie back on your back. Extend your legs. Bring your arms by your sides. Come into Shavasana. This pose is called Shavasana, lying on your back. Feet are facing away from each other. Arms are lying by your sides. Palms are pointing up towards the sky. And just release the breath right now. And just be. Just release the breath right now and just be. Just be for the next 5 minutes. Great. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Yawn if you like. Stretch your left arm, right arm, left leg, your right leg. And slowly take your time coming back to your body. And when you're ready, sit up again. And prepare yourself for some yoga if you like. If you'd like to join in. That was a nice break. Thanks, Marcel. Thank you for being here, Meditation Minute. I appreciate it. Can't watch, just saying hi. Welcome NZL13 TV. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for saying hi. Bloomingdale's, I can't. What? What do you can't? What can't you? Just sit around and meditate? Yep. That's for some people that's difficult, so there are different kind of meditations for people. But if you have any questions, anybody here in the chat, feel free to ask about meditation, about anything else. So we are going to do some yoga. First of all, we are going to sing a mantra together, and then we're changing it up, doing a rather special yoga lesson today. My name is Marcel, and I'm not alone here, but I'm joined by Shawn. Shawn is here for energy, entertainment, and motivation. Hi guys! Together we're teaching a special kind of yoga lesson together, and it's called 108 sun salutations. And yeah, we are doing 108 sun salutations together, if you're in for that. But first of all, we are singing a little mantra together. So let me change up the screen here. Should be it. You see the mantra as the lyrics kind of like in the top left corner. Just close the window because it was getting a little cold. And yeah. Come to a great sit. If you'd like to join in for the yoga, feel free to do that. And I first of all need to explain you about the mantra. Mantras are something that you can sing or you can just say it. There are different kind of ways to use a mantra. And mantras have usually meaning to it, not necessary. They can also be only like vibrational, only have a vibrational quality to it, or only be text even. And yeah. So there's a vibrational quality to it, and then there's also meaning to it, like the one that we are using right now, right? So first of all, the vibration quality is there to really connect with your voice, maybe send that vibration throughout your body, but also connect with your voice, especially as you're maybe not singing that much in your life, right? Good. And next thing to that is the meaning of this mantra is connecting with your consciousness. Connecting so much that you're getting conscious of your consciousness. So observing your consciousness in one way. And then in the next step, or in the same step, if you like to say that, we're connecting with the love within ourselves, and then in the next level, the love around ourselves. That's kind of like what the mantra is about. That's what we're going to sing. So I start and you repeat, then I go further, then you repeat, and so forth. So forth, we go do 2 times do that, and then we come together and sing all together. So let's go. And first of all, I just quickly sing the whole mantra or say the whole mantra, just say it. It's going like this. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. That's the whole mantra, and that's what we sing. So let's go. I hope you're ready. And if you just like to whisper it, that's completely fine. And if you're new to this and you're kind of afraid and you don't know what you think about this, don't worry about it. You're not alone. I had the same as I started. And just try it out. Give it a try if it's for you. If you don't like it, that's completely fine. Give it a try and see what's happening throughout your day. Maybe your day changes slightly, and see if this is for you without judging it at first. Okay, let's go. Om Hirim. Now we repeat together. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Repeat. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Higher. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hirim. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Repeat all together with me. Sing together with me. Let's go. Om Hirim Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Hrim 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 Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Last time all together. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. 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 Bring your hands to your heart. Bow in front of your heart. Release your arms, open your eyes, bring your hands by your sides and bring your hands up by your sides. Palms are pointing forward. Get long from your sitting bones to the top of the fingers. Extend the hands. And breathing out, release your arms by your sides. Good. Bring your hands up by your sides. Long and breathing out, releasing. And again in. And release your arms down by your sides. Bring your hands to your thighs and move your hands forward and backward on your thighs, connecting with your palms. What kind of feeling is there on your palms? What kind of feeling is there on your thighs? Moving your shoulders forward and backward. And then moving your shoulders forward, upward, backward and down. Connecting with your shoulders. How do your shoulders feel today? How does your body feel today? Great. Sitting up tall. Every time you like to change your sitting posture, please feel free to change your sitting posture. Great. So quite special yoga lesson today. Never did like 108 sun salutations, and number 108 is just something special in yoga. So if you ask me about it, just Google it before. I still can't really explain it to you. So that's about it. That's how far we go with the explanation about the number 108. But it has some special meaning, yoga. And we'll connect to that number again and again through your journey in yoga, definitely. Release your wrists, release your elbows, your shoulders. Bring your hands together, interlace the fingers, circle your wrist here. In a future lesson, I will be able to explain it definitely. So you see that's a process. I can't explain everything to you right now, but I will do my best to explain everything to you if you have any questions. Circle your wrists here, interlace the fingers and circle your wrists, and try to circle also into the other direction if you can, and see how it changes, how does that change the quality of this movement. Good. Please shake your wrists. And today, we bring the hands together on the mounts of the fingers. Then release the fingers down. Push the mounts of the fingers into each other. Claw the fingers maybe a little. Good. And check in how that feels. And you guys, we're going for another 40 minutes right now. It's another 40 minutes. Push in through the mounts of the fingers, then release again. Push in through the mounts of the finger, feel the mounts of the fingers connected with each other, claw the fingers a little bit. Great. This is really, really important to protect our wrists here. Push in through the mounts of the fingers, claw your fingers. And release. And in again, pushing in. And releasing again. One more time. If you don't really understand it right now, don't worry about it. Release, shake your wrists out, your fingers out. We're going to start very, very slowly, very, very precise. Then we're going to step it up slowly. So first of all, let's stand up mindfully and slowly. Take your time standing up, no need to hurry. Still, we need to, for 108 repetitions, we quite need to be a little bit fast because we don't have too much time for that, right? So every time we come up, we count 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when we come up, we count 1. That's kind of like the thing that we're doing. So from here, lift your arms up. Get long from your feet to the top of the fingers. Your feet are approximately hip width distance apart. Breathing out, folding forward. Bend your knees. Folding forward. Great. Then we're lifting halfway. We're lifting halfway. Long in the lower back. So from your hips to the top of the head, you want to have a straight back kind of ish. Bring the belly in and up. Good. Breathing out, folding forward. Place your hands on the floor. So you want to place your hands on the floor so that you push in the mounts of the fingers. So exactly what we did just before, you're pushing in the mounts of the fingers into the floor. I won't do that right now because my wrists are still hurting really, really much. So I will do everything on my wrists and check how that feels like. Stepping back, coming into a downward facing dog here. And from there, shifting your hips up as much as you can, bend your knees a little bit, breathing in deep, look between your wrists and come forward, and then let yourself down either through the knees or through knees up or knees down. Let yourself down 90 degrees, release the hips down and come completely down and think forward and up here. As you push yourself forward and up, push your feet into the ground, push your knees into the ground. Think forward and up as you lift yourself forward and up. And you can also do this really, really soft, especially in the beginning. You can go just a little bit up. Breathe in here, breathing out, push yourself back. Downward facing dog, looking between the wrists and walking forward. From here, coming up again, bending your knees, bring your hands to your hips, elbows pointing up, and stand up with a straight back. Breathing in. And we're at 1. So as you see, we need to go a little bit faster and faster as we want to go up to 108, right? We need to go a little bit faster and faster. And I'm quite unsure how long it will take, but I know it will be a little bit sweaty. And so as we're going through that right now, one more time detailed, we're going faster and faster afterwards. So breathing in deep, breathing out, folding forward, breathing in, lifting halfway, breathing out, folding forward, placing the hands down, stepping back, downward facing dog, hips up into the sky, get long from the hands to the hips. Bend your knees, come forward and down. Elbows next to your body. Release your hips down, release your body down and think forward and up. Maybe go already a little bit deeper, maybe not too deep. Push your feet into the ground. Shift yourself to the back, look between your wrists and walk forward. Breathing out when you walk forward, bend your knees. Bring your hands to your hips, elbows pointing upward, and stand up. For straight back, bring your arms up into the sky. 2. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. One more time, a little more detail. So breathing in here, breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Breathing out, folding forward. Stepping back, downward facing dog, breathing in. Coming forward and down, breathing out, elbows close to your body, release your hips down, release the feet down, push the feet into the ground, knees into the ground, think forward and up. Maybe lift yourself a little bit forward and up. Drawing the belly in and up as well, and shift yourself to the back, downward facing dog, look between the wrists, and walk forward, breathing out. Bending your knees, bring your hands to your hips, elbows pointing upward. And come forward and up. Get long from your feet to the top of the fingers. And release. Good. We're at 3. Free, 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 free. Shake your legs out, shake your arms out. How does that feel right now? Oh, forgot to change the screen. Forgot to change the screen. I guess we go one more time here. Oh man. I forgot to change the screen. Now it looks better, right? Sorry about that. Let's go one more time. Come to the front of our mat. Bring your arms up. Breathing in deep, folding forward. Lifting halfway. Get long from your hips to your head. Breathing out, folding forward, placing your hands down, flat on the floor, stepping back, downward facing dog. Come forward and down, elbows close to your body, release your hips down, feet pushing into the floor, knees into the floor, and feet forward and up. Shoulder blades onto the back. And shifting to the back, looking between the wrists and walking forward. Breathing out. From here, bend your knees, bring your hands to your hips, and stand up with a straight back. Long. 4. And we keep continuing like this, going a little bit faster and faster. So do it in your own time. You don't need to go 208. I will try to get there. I hope I'll get there. We have a little bit more time, but the time is going quite fast. So we can take shortcuts here and there, but take care of your body and see how you can do it. So. Five. 6. 'Missed there some movement, but whatever. 7. 8. Yep. 9. Oops, I'm not up there. I think we are 9. Breathing out. Halfway. Ten. 11. 12. Thirteen. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Woohoo! Breathing out. 21. 22. 23. 24. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33, I think. Oops, a little bit cheating. 34. 35. 36. 37. Oops. No, like this. 38. 38. $39. It really hurts. Now the sliver of my wrist, kind of like already the skin is kind of like gone. It really hurts. So try to do it on my hands. $40. Oops. Counts. 41. Yeah, this is cheating. 42. Yeah, this hurts my wrists a lot, so probably won't do that. Ugh. 43. Only the down thing is horrible. 44. As I have hurt my wrist so much, I really need to take care that I don't hurt them anymore. 45. Six. I can't wait to do this when I'm healthy again. $47. Wow. 48. $49. Yeah, and if you're joining in this yoga lesson today, go in your rhythm. No need to follow me, but try to go in your rhythm. 50. One. And we're just too slow to make it in time, unfortunately. So I will go over time, and you are very welcome to 52 to just come out of it whenever you like. And it's not looking very athletic from my side, but that's all right. 54. Four, right? 54? I guess we're halfway. Breathing deep and breathing out, falling forward. Great job. Let's continue. Just too much pressure on my wrist because I had a bike accident. 55, breathing out. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. Almost over. Not really, but not long way to go. 62. And if you like to get out of it, just do Shavasana for 2 minutes, please, and then get out of it. As we're going a little bit longer today, I'm sorry for that. It's a unusual uh, 63. Tomorrow will be usual again, and we'll finish on time. Today is a little special. 64. 55. 65. 66. 67. 68. Quickly clean the nose for the last 40. Good job, you guys. And again, if you like to get out of it, feel free to get out of it. And let's put on some music for the last 40. Just a little bit. Shake your wrist, shake your feet, you're doing great. Let's go, last 40. So we're currently at 68, let's go. $69. $70. I'm not sure if I hear any music. I think maybe the Windows is set up wrong, so unfortunately we're not hearing any music. $71, but we can do without. $72. $74. $75. $76. $77. $78. 89. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 89. Wait, 87, 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. I'm cheating a little bit here and there. 95. That's all right. Six. Right? 96 or is it 95? Let's go a little 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. Almost there. 104. And wherever you are, let's do the 4 last ones. 5. And then 5. 6. 7, and let's enjoy the last one. Breathing out, falling forward. Have your heels over the hips. Hips over the heels. Hips over the heels. so that maybe if you're not as flexible, a lot of the weight will be over the toes. Lift yourself halfway, long from your hips to your head. Breathing out, folding forward. Place your hands flat on the floor, stepping back. Downward facing dog. How does your downward facing dog feel right now? Walk your heels. Bend your knees. Push into the mouths of the fingers a lot. And from there, bring your knees down, come forward, and release your body down. 90 degrees with the elbows, release your hips down. Push your feet into the floor, feet flat, knees into the floor, and think forward and up as you lift yourself forward and up. Shoulder blades onto the back together if you can. Draw the belly in and up a little bit. And shift yourself back, downward facing dog. Over the knees, look between the wrists, and walk forward. Forward fold again, hips over heels, bend your knees, bring your hands to your hips, elbows pointing upward, and stand up with a straight back. Great job, bring your arms up in the sky. 108, you did it. Good job. Bring your hands in front of the heart together. How does your body feel right now? And release. Open your eyes. You have them closed. And let's come and lie down on the floor right now. We're just doing Shavasana. Right away. Sorry about that. Good. Great job, everybody. Great job. Let's lie down, back down on the mat. Extend the feet. Feet are facing away from each other. Arms are lying by your sides. And just be I also join in a little bit right now. So just be for a little longer than usual. It's 5 minutes. Just be coming back to your body, feeling how your body feels. You can't wait to do this movement when I'm completely healthy and my wrists feel good. Can't wait to do 108 of them when I feel good, because then I can jump a little bit more. It's good. Enough said. Just be on Shavasana right now. So feet are facing away from each other, arms are lying by your sides, palms are pointing up towards the sky, and just be. I will get you back to your body in about 5 minutes. Just be. Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Coming back to your body. Draw the knees in towards your belly and shift yourself to either the left or the right side, coming to lie down on your side body. In the side body position, make sure the side body position feels comfortable to yourself. Releasing all the tension. Check in and soften the skin of the face, your tongue, your neck, the shoulders, the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers, the chest, the belly, the hips, the spine, your whole back. Release all the tension there is. Check in with your legs, your knees, your ankles, your heels, your toes. From there, breathe in deep. And release again. Let this breath nurture yourself. One more deep breath in. Great. And with your next breath, lift yourself up, come into a final sitting position. Sit down on either pillow or some books. And as soon as you're there, sit up. And as soon as you're there, bring your hands in front of the heart together. With your eyes closed, honoring your yoga practice right now. I value deeply that you take care of yourself. Bow in front of your heart. Namaste. The emptiness inside of me recognizes the emptiness inside of you. Release the arms, open the eyes, and welcome back. Great. My name is Marcel, and I'm not alone here, but I'm joined by Shawn. Shawn is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. I'm here for the instructions, for the support, for the questions. If you have any questions or ideas or suggestions, feel free to also head over to my Discord if you don't want to post them live here on stream, but you're very welcome to post them live on stream. Next to that, I appreciate you sticking around. I appreciate every follow you can give me. Thank you for that. And also these live streams here, they are all going up to YouTube. So if you like to review a day, this was day 282 of 2020. And I'm streaming every day. So if you like to join in every day at the same time, 6:30 to 7, we're doing meditation. And then from 7 to 8, we're doing yoga. So all times in Central European Standard Time, summertime, Central European summertime. Hi, says the Kato. Welcome in. How are you doing? How is your day going? Hope you're doing great. We're just finishing up, but you came in at the right time because we are going to raid somebody. And I hope you're doing great. I hope you have a wonderful day. And welcome in. Yeah, and with that said, there's one more thing that I like to tell you guys. We are having podcasts. The next podcast is coming up together with Primitive Rage. He's a great fitness guy. And we will be talking about... I always forget it. It's in the About section below. But it's such a good topic. Realistic goal setting. I got it. Next, or the following week on Saturday, we have the podcast together with Primitive Rage. He's also a streamer here on Twitch. Big shout out to him. Thank you for doing that for me, together with me. And yeah, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh, the shout out didn't work. Yeah. Whatever, it does work. Thank you for being here, and we are rating with love every time. So put your favorite emote in the chat. Then write down rating with love, whatever favorite emote you have. then write rating with love and put your favorite emote again in chat. So like this, looks like this. And we are going to rate somebody, but let's see who we rate, because I'm not sure yet. See if we have a friend online that we can rate right now. There's nobody online. Oh man, let's go and discover somebody in fitness, in the fitness channel, fitness and health channel. And there's Carimelito, I guess. Let's go over to her, Carimelito, I guess. And send her some more love. So guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, and I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. See you very, very soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Bye-bye.